Hello, marketers. I have a question for you. Are you running ads but not seeing any conversion? Chances are you're not targeting the right people. Hey there, welcome to CustomerLabs YouTube channel. And those of you who don't know me, I'm Shalini handling content marketing here. In this video, we'll break down 7 high intent audience segments that actually convert and show you how to use them to stop wasting your ad budget. But before we get started, let's start with the basics. So, what is audience segmentation? Audience segmentation is simply dividing your users into smaller groups based on behavior, intent, or characteristics. So, your message is more relevant and personalized. Instead of speaking to everyone with the same message, you speak directly to what matters to each group, in fact, each person. Think of it this way: two people visit your site, one just glances at the homepage and leaves, and the other spends 90 seconds reading your bestseller's description. Would you run the same ad to the both? Exactly. Segmentation helps you focus on the people who are already leaning in and tailor your message to move them forward. With that being clear, now let's understand why audience segmentation matters. All right, let's be real for a second. Let's imagine you're running ads for an e commerce brand, maybe for a skincare apparel or supplements or something like that. Okay, it doesn't matter. Your meta ad budget is bleeding and your ROAS is tanking. Your founder wants answers, but your dashboard looks like a crime scene. But here's the thing: your creative is solid and your products are great. So, what's the real issue here? You're retargeting everyone who visits your website like they are the same person. So let me show you what exactly it looks like. Let's imagine a visitor, let's call them a visitor 1, landed on your hero product page, spent 60 seconds there, and then bounced back. And then visitor 2 added something to the cart, reached to the checkout, and then vanished. And then visitor 3 wishlisted an item last week and has checked back 3 times since. Now, here's the kicker: you're showing all of them the same 20% off dynamic product ad. That's not marketing, that's noise. Because these aren't just visitors, they are people with widely different mindsets. The first visitor, curious but not convinced. They need social proof. The cart abandoner probably got distracted. They need urgency, maybe a small incentive. And the wish lister, that's the person who is emotionally invested. They need just a reminder, not a discount. So segmentation give you precision. It lets you meet people where they are, not where you hope they are. And why this matters for performance marketers? Because you're not just spending ad dollars, you're betting on attention, timing, and intent. And when you treat every visitor the same, like a number instead of a nuanced buyer, you're lighting cash on fire. You're getting impressions but not traction, clicks but no conversion. Audience segmentation is what separates spray and pray campaigns from profitable ones. It's the difference between 1.2 ROAS and 3.5 ROAS. It is what lets your creative strategy actually work because now your message aligns with the audience mindset. You stop chasing vanity metrics, you start compounding wins. And most importantly, you stop wasting ad spend on people who aren't ready or worse, who already made a decision and just need a different nudge. And that's the unlock. Segmentation isn't just about slicing your audience, it's about timing the right message to the right person at the right moment in their buying journey. As you can see it on the screen, the strategical segmentation, such as 90 days product view but did not purchase, or 30 days product view but did not purchase, and many more segments that you can do for your e commerce brands, can lift your ROAS and revenue in no time. So let's not wait any longer and start with the segments. Let's start at the top of awareness and interest. So, segment 1: spend 30 seconds on a product page. Say someone lands on your product page and spends more than 30 seconds there. That's a good sign. They're not bouncing, they are reading, they are engaged, but they did not add to cart. Why? They might be unsure if your product solves their problem or they are comparing brands. This is your opportunity to build trust. Don't sell, educate. Try showing testimonials, reviews, or your UGC ad with someone unboxing and using the product. Something that says, hey, you're in the right place. Next segment: someone who came back to your site more than once in a week. Repeated visitors in the past 7 days. That's not a bounce, that's buying intent in disguise. They've been thinking about your product, maybe even talking themselves into it. But something is holding them back. Here's where your urgency comes in. Flash sales, limited stock alerts, or even a simple still deciding nudge can move them from thinking to acting. They just need that little push. All right, now let's go deeper into the funnel. These next segments, they are conversion gold mines. People who are literally inches away from buying. You just need to improve the last bit of friction. This is a classic almost there group. So the next segment is viewed product but did not add to cart. Now let's talk about people who viewed a product but didn't add it to their cart. This segment is gold because they moved beyond casual browsing but haven't committed. Your job, answer the unspoken questions. Maybe a FAQ snippet, why choose as points, or user reviews that overcome objection. So the next segment is product category based segmentation. This one's about relevancy at scale. Say someone browses a bunch of items in your home fitness or clean beauty category. They didn't pick a specific product, but you know they interest cluster. Rather than hitting them with a hey, shop our site ad, hit them with category specific testimonials, best sellers in the niche with a huge EC from real users using the type of product. This makes your message feel personal even at scale, and that's where conversion spikes. And the next segmentation, added to cart but did not purchase. They've added an item to the cart, hit the checkout page, and then vanish. That's painful, right? These people don't need convincing, they need reassurance. Maybe they got cold feet about shipping timing. Maybe they weren't sure about returns, or maybe they got distracted by a Slack notification. Now, hit them with clear confidence building messages like free 30-day returns, ships in 24 hours, only 3 stocks left. This is where a cart recovery ad that addresses objections can bring real ROI. You can also segment this further, like add it to cart before 30 days or 15 days, and start to target with personalized messaging. So let's talk about loyal lurkers. Wishlisted the product but did not purchase. This segment is a bit special. If your site has a wishlist feature, you can find people who saved a product but haven't bought it yet. Wishlist behavior is emotional. They want it but aren't ready to buy. Gentle nudges work best here, like reminding them what they saved, showing limited time offers, or even highlighting reviews from customers who love the product will work great. You can further segment this group like product wishlisted for more than 7 days. These customers are still thinking it over. Send gentle reminders, highlight product reviews, or add limited time offers to nudge them closer. And you can also segment the users as product wishlisted for less than 3 days where they are still fresh in their mind. Use this window to reinforce product benefits and social proof quickly before the. So the last segment for the day is users who've reached checkout but didn't purchase. Let's talk about the almost buyers, the ones who got all the way to checkout and then bounced. These folks had high intent, they liked the product, added it to their cart, and even clicked checkout. But something stopped them at the finish line. At this stage, it's not about selling the product, it's about removing the friction and building reassurance. They are asking themselves, is it worth it? What if it does not work for me? Can I trust this brand with my money? This is your cue to show them why the answer is yes. So, display clear return and refund policies. Highlight customer reviews right at the checkout. Offer limited time perks like free shipping or a discount. Use exit intent pop ups with reassurance or urgency messaging. And retarget with messaging like you were so close, here's what real customers are saying, or something like over 20,000 customers trust us and here's why. These users don't need convincing, they need confidence. So close the loop, make it easy, and make it feel safe because they're already 90% there. So there you have it, the most powerful audience segments arranged by funnel stage so you can talk to your customers where they actually are and stop wasting ad dollars on people who are not ready to buy. So, you've seen how powerful audience segmentations can be. But here's the real question. How do you actually do audience segmentation without wasting hours inside Ads Manager? This is where Custom Labs comes in. If you are a performance marketer, the last thing you want to do is to spend hours digging through Shopify reports, exporting lists, or waiting for a developer to set up a complex tracking. But with Customer Labs, you really don't have to. Customer Labs captures rich behavioral data, both known and anonymous users, directly from your Shopify store or any website. Plus, you don't need a developer to set this up. With Customer Labs, you can build laser focused segments based on actual behavior. There are some default segments which you can opt from or create custom audience segments just with the toggle on. Just choose your behavior filters, select the time windows, and boom, your segment is ready. With one click, Custom Lab syncs these audiences to Meta. No need any manual creation of custom audience or uploading CSVs or delays. That means your messaging across paid and owned channels is always in sync with the user in its funnel. Everything you push through Custom Labs is measurable. See how each segment is converting. Check click through rates, tweak your targeting, and the best part, as your user behavior changes, your segments updates automatically. So, you're not just building smarter audiences, you're building a smarter system. So, if you are a performance marketer tired of wasting ad spend and you're ready to move from generic retargeting to behavior based first party data segmentation, just click the link in the description and let's start your first party data journey and build converting audience segmentations. All right, let's bring it all home. We've covered a lot in this video, so here's a quick recap you can take back to your team or use to rethink your retargeting strategy starting today. So, we saw what audience segmentation really is and why it is important, and we saw top performing audience segments that will drive conversions like never before. And finally, we saw how to get started with creating these audience segments with the help of Customer Labs 1 PT. So, we have come to the end of the video. So, the bottom line, the brands that are winning are the ones that stop treating everyone the same and start segmenting like pros. And if you want to help creating these segments, book a demo now using the link in the description. But if you are a person who likes to explore, don't wait. Use the 14-day free trial and start creating the segments and power up the campaigns today. So if you have any queries, drop a comment below and hit subscribe so you don't miss the next deep dive. If you like this video, hit the like button. And we also have a community where we talk about first party data, performance marketing, ads, and everything that's trending. Join the 1PD Ops community using the link below in the description and connect with your fellow marketers. Alright then, see you in the next video. Bye.